Okay. I'm live! Okay, that's good. Thank you, YouTube. Pull these up. Okay. Alright, let me just take a little sip here. I just, ate some stuff that was a little cheesy, so I'm trying to clear my throat a little bit with the water. Alright. Hello. Welcome back to Pokemon Legends ZA. I remembered to actually share that the stream was going live in Discord today. So just a couple things that I want to know. Also, I should probably change my accessory for tone now that tone is white and blue. Do I have anything? I have blue there, and I have white accents elsewhere, so maybe I'll keep it. Because it also kind of works for, the flowers and stuff. I'll keep it for now. But anyways, yeah, I just want to start with one. Further, not a boob evidence. So the last stream of ZA was the first stage of this Bubbo. Last stream when I did Overwatch, I had Bubbo, where there was a little guy, this little guy right here, added, and then now this is Bobo Bubbo. I don't think I actually directly stated what the inspiration was previously. It's inspired by the bubonic plague. Which is called that because it would make growths called buboes. So Bubbo is itself kind of just a fleshy mass, and each of the bows are heavily bubo inspired, and you can see that the Bubbo is starting to do worse as the bows become more numerous, because there's 3 bows now. The reason for the name Bobo Bubbo Bo is because you have Bo, Bubbo, Bo. If you were to trace it from its left to its right, 2 bows, 1 Bubbo, and 1 bow. Almost wasn't the name. I settled on that just because I thought it would be more fun than the other also similar name that I'd come up with. But anyways, today in Pokemon Legends ZA, our goal is to reach rank E, which requires us to beat Canary, which requires us to go through the Canary plot line. We added PLZA to the team because we lost our Pidgeotto. So yeah. Alright, let's go. Your Mega Evolution usage won't save you. My passion as a fan will win the day for Canary. Bring it on then. Knowing you, I suspect you'll make it to Canary with or without my help. But I'd be no true fan if I didn't fight to protect the sanctity of her channel. Oh, I should actually probably pull up the chat monitor. I just have my phone in front of me. There we go. Chat monitor. Chat monitor. And let's set that to all messages. Alright. Hi, Naveen. Arianos. PLZA. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we left. Fine. Uh-oh. Not fine. Okay. He got hands. When did he get hands? Okay, so he's bringing in Sableye. I was gonna say, if I let him do that and then... Oh. Well, interesting way to dodge that. I was gonna say, I just have to Draining Kiss. As Canari's fan, I can't lose now. Scraggy. Easy. One Draining Kiss later. You really are a force to be reckoned with. Also, I have been playing a lot of Kirby Air Riders. Phenomenal game. I think I will say Kirby Air Ride in general is not everyone's cup of tea. It's a racing game, but it's more of a party game than something like a Mario Kart, which is already kind of like a party game version of a normal like racing game, like a Forza or something more grounded like that. Very crazy, very hectic, beautiful music. Not the most races, but there's a lot of content in the game as side modes go. Top Ride in this game, actually awesome. I did not like Top Ride on GameCube. I like Top Ride here. This is way better. There's a story mode, and that story mode is like the lightest roguelite in existence. In that you can pay to continue using currency you collect. If you lose, you go back to the start of the campaign, but with literally all of the stat boosts you've collected along the way. Very fun experience. I beat that yesterday. It took me 2 days. There's 10 worlds to it, but there's also multiple paths you can take through those worlds. You can play it with every single character in the game, and you'll get prizes for doing that. So it's crazy. Like, that was a 2-day experience for me to beat the story mode. There's also a New Game Plus. So assume the New Game Plus like takes the same amount of time. I could do the New Game Plus with the same character. I don't know if there's a different prize for beating New Game Plus with a second or like the same character a second time through the story mode, basically. But like doing all of that, like beating New Game Plus and the original one, you know, assume that takes 4 days per character, and there's like 20 characters. That's like 40 days that you could just be spending in the road trip mode, which is crazy. And that's kind of the thing with Kirby Air Riders and Kirby Air Ride in general, is it's a very arcadey feel. It's very pick up and play, but there's so much stuff you can do in the relatively bare bones game. Like, there's not a lot of things, like modes and stuff, that stand out, but there's all the different like side objectives and side quests you can do. There's different prizes you get for doing different things, just like, you know, Sakurai has done it since the original Kirby Air Ride. Very fun experience. Vehicle customization is crazy. There's some more limitations than I was hoping for, but it's not extreme. And the biggest hurdle is my own perfectionism. But highly recommend, if you want a game that is not going to get DLC, is just a full complete package that you can just pick up and play. If you have friends that you would, you know, you're looking to play something new with them, it's a great game for that. But yeah. And that's my spiel about Kirby Air Riders. I'm gonna go back to this. Alright, fine. I'll help, DB. I suppose when you really think about it, this is my chance to prove I'm Canari's #1 fan. Sure, Naveen. Let's just go back inside. Hi, Saz. What are you doing? What are you screaming about? Here. So, how do we get to meet Canarly? You know very well that's not her name. But I gave my word, so here's what I know. Canari's most diehard fans, the Canetics, can participate. Or sorry, the Canatics. the fanatics, can participate in an exclusive event, the Canary Quiz Whiz contest. It's challenging, but if you win, you can ask Canary for a favor, a handshake, an autograph, or a promotion match. Most likely, yes. But how do we get into the contest? Casuals like you wouldn't make it past the door, but a true fan such as I could certainly enter. Though I'd prefer not to have to compete on the same level as the rabble that normally go. Well, you won't have to worry about that. DB... Or sorry, that was Lita. Well, you won't have to worry about that. DB will be the one competing. But, how's she gonna win? Even if she starts watching streams now, I doubt she'd know enough in time. Well, good thing we've got a connoisseur here. Her name's not for jokes. But still, as I'd rather not mingle with her other fans, I don't mind the idea of expressing my devotion to Canary through my vast knowledge. Before we head to the event, please secure your Challenger's ticket. Once you've done that, I'll share more about how to participate in the contest. Remember, you gotta get the Challenger's ticket to qualify for any promotion match. I get the feeling Naveen's actually pretty excited for the quiz, don't you think? Alright, so I gotta go win some battles. We're in the last quarter of this night, so I'm not going to be able to fully complete this. But... Oh wait, I can evolve PLZA. I should probably do that before I get too far in. PLZA is about to evolve. Too slow. Alright, PLZA evolved. Alright, where is... PLZA. Okay, so let's put Wing Attack on. We have Ember. Quick Attack. Do we have any good TMs? We do have Aerial Ace, but I think I'll run Wing Attack on PLZA. I could throw Protect on over Growl. I think I'll do that for now. PLZA is actually going to be a good mixed attacker. Unfortunately, we are losing speed, but it's not the end of the world. Obviously, we're vastly underleveled. But we're not going to only be using PLZA. Alright, I need Dark Move. That did not do any damage somehow. Okay. Uh-oh. Not what I wanted to do. Fine, I'm just getting half my team murked. Stunfisk. Okay, that's an easy swap back to far. And we're just gonna get good rain. Easy. One win. Uh-oh. Okay, we did not die to that. Please. Boom. Blam. Okay, switch back in. Ooh, okay. Oops. Uh-oh. No! Far! Oh, that was bad. That was bad. I fumbled that. Yo! Oh my god, I'm just fumbling the back. Uh-oh. Okay, we were able to just nuke the Alexander at least. Well, that's bad. Well, that's bad. We lost two of our earliest game megas. Uh-oh. That out. Have any megas anymore? It is day. Well, that sucked. I didn't have a good answer to Scyther, to be honest. Which is what threw me off so much there. Where were we? We were Blue Sector 5. Blue Sector 5. We don't have an encounter. Do we have... We have Spritzy. All right. So we lost both Poir and Meow. Let me add a thing for Blue Sector 6. Or sorry, Blue Sector 5. Swirlix. Alright. Just yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, that's funny. Okay, I think the very basic name that one would expect for Swirlix is what we're gonna go with here. In the meantime, real quick, I am gonna grab the gifts, but if anyone has a suggestion, speak now before the name is set in stone. Yeah, I don't see it in here. Okay. Scrolling down. Oh, wait, that's right. I literally have the ability to do this from my laptop to get the thing. I keep forgetting that I can do that. All right. Desktop. Here. I don't need that in a new window. That should be in a new tab. Okay. Whee! Should be down around the 600s somewhere. So it pulls that. Actually, I guess I can. Swirlix, what's your Natdex number? 684. are 684 and 685. Swirlix and Slurpuff. So those are both pulled now. Beautiful. Alright, I'm not seeing a name suggestion, so the name I am going with is very basic. Okay, let me just hear the pronunciation here. Barbapapa. Okay. I figured. I like to check. Ah. Ba. Ba. Barbapapa. Barbapapa. All right. So, we took some losses. However, all is not lost. While we have lost Poir, and we have lost Miel, we have acceptable replacements. I am thinking we bring Chespin onto the team. We do not have his Mega Stone currently. However, I am willing to grind ranked off stream, which obviously wouldn't count, to get his Mega Stone. Or her Mega Stone, actually. So I think we put Chaitanya in here on the team. A little grass starter action to make up for that loss. And one thing we have consistently struggled against is ground types. Or sorry, is electric types. So we need something that has ground type move access. We don't have any ground types yet. So we should have access soon to some spaces that do have them. Actually, let's take a look. Let me get my rewards first. Light green, yeah. Okay. Do we have... Oh, we have access to a place with ground types right now. Because electric types have consistently been a problem for my team. We have few answers to them other than, like, Domed, but Domed is not perfect because a lot of them get access to things like Dazzling Gleam. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to Wild Zone 8 and find an encounter there. I am going to look at the encounters in Wild Zone 8 and I am going to pull us an encounter. Okay. So there are 8 possible encounters in there. It pulled a 5, which is a Drillbur. Drillbur is very easy to find in there. So that's going to be the encounter I'm going to get in 8. I am going to heal on my way over. But I'm just going to go straight to Wild Zone 8, get my encounter. I forgot to put, gotta put the name in here. And stream code 6. All right. Oh, I can fly to 8. I've apparently been close enough to 8 without going in to have enabled encountering or enable flight to it. Oh, I think I've been here before it became... Nope. A little wacky. Uh-oh. Did not mean to alert you. I'm running. I'm collecting. Ow. I want to move. So I got Rock Tomb out there. And I got light screen here. Okay, so we caught Drober. Alright, I'm gonna pull up the nickname for her. If anyone has a suggestion, please feel free to suggest. In the meantime, I'm just gonna pull out the little GIF for Drober as well. Drober is Gen 5, so there's 500 somewhere. Troopers 529, okay. That makes this easier. I was just impatient. Drober and Excadrill are pulled. I need to update my list of ones now too. So I'm going to be updating this. I have a loose idea of a name for a Drober, but it's not a strong name yet. Alright, we got Meowstic. That should be male? No, Meowstic female. I always forget which one's which. Meowstic female. There we are. Alright. And then we've got Dragonair. And then we got Fletchinder. And then we got Chespin. And then we got Drillbur. Beautiful. Drillbur is one of the only Pokemon that is wider than tall. Look at that. Oh, he's in this like animation thing. That's not a flying type. Oh, it's going pretty all right. Coming up with a name for a Drillbur here that's a good food name. I'm thinking of those like one of those like chocolates that has like the hard shell on the like a hard chocolate shell on the outside and then like something on the inside. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Which I feel like that's just gonna be like like a bonbon. Yeah, which I feel like the French would just call a bonbon. Correct? Yeah. Oh. No, honestly, I like truffles more because that's probably, I feel like there's a higher chance. Okay. Okay. I like that a lot. I don't know if it can fit the like specifier for chocolate, but I like it. It's how's it pronounced? Just make sure. Yeah, truffe. I can't fit the au chocolat at the end, but it's fine. She'll just be truffe. It's such a fun name. Ours is Champagne, which I believe is just chestnut in French, if I'm remembering correctly. Alright, well. I suppose I should go heal. And maybe do some fighting some wild mons to just keep my level from being too low when I get to the next night. Also, how many... I should probably collect some Mega Shards while I'm here. I'll use Champagne to do this. We do have access to a few TMs here. Oh, Shadowclaw's not bad. For type coverage purposes, that's pretty good. Well, that would be... Plus 50% is 22.5 on top of this, which puts me at 6... Okay, just below. Just below Shadowclaw. Alright, let's break this. Cashew is a good name. Cashews are my favorite nut. Okay, I figured Rollout had a slight delayed start, and it does. I think how rollout should work in this game, though, is that it should work like it does in the normal games, but every time you hit a Pokemon, you bounce off them, or every time you hit a wall or an object, you bounce off it, and every time you bounce off something, the speed at which they move increases, and the damage that is done doubles. I think that would go quite hard. Oh, I don't know if I get that. Oh, never mind. Should not have doubted you. Roll out. Alright, we're gonna roll out here. Yeah, the rocks change size in Gen 3, and I think in... Oh, whoops, missed one. I think in Gen 4, the, when the rock hits, the explosion of rocks moves faster. It was something like that. Like, there's a slight difference in Gen 4, but 3 had the strongest one where it's like that little... And then it goes... Like, that's just really cool. Yeah, that's fine. I think I hit all the ones that I could. Alright, I have gotten an encounter, I think, in every wild zone that I have access to right now, because... Yeah, I have everything through 8. Oh, I do have access to 9, and I do have access to 10 now. So there's 2 more wild zones I could check. Which could be good for getting a little experience. Yeah, it was a simple animation, but it conveyed it very well, and it honestly worked very easily to do that. Oh, Tony's ready to evolve. Didn't even notice. Yeah, let's do that. Let's evolve them. We're here right now. Might as well. He hasn't earned it to the fires of battle, but it's fine. Quilladin. I have never hated Quilladin. I always liked Quilladin, and in fact, I remember... Well, maybe I didn't always like Quilladin. Okay, I remember what my stance was. I did not hate Quilladin at any point. I always liked it. But I remember when we saw before X and Y launched, they didn't reveal what the final starter evolutions were, but they showed what the middle stages were. And that was like the first Pokemon rant that I did, which eventually became the PokeChat series that I did during high school and on my other channel that I had back then. But it was specifically in response to those second stages being revealed. And I remember thinking Frogadier and Braixen could have easily been final stages when they were announced. Like when they were first shown, I was like, man, that feels like such a good, like that. It's such a good design. It feels like it could be a final stage. Quilladin, I was like, this is the only one that feels like a middle stage. Which I don't know if I fully agree with that take now. I think Frogadier and Braixen do feel like middle stages, but Quilladin is such a middle stage. Like, look at him. He's a goofy little loser. He looks awkward, silly, and I feel like that's the heart of any good like that's what's at the heart of any good like middle stage starter. Is a sense that like this is an awkward teenager. I feel like anime, that's fair. Because like sometimes like the mons get characterized in different ways, just because you know each one has a different personality in the show. So it's like I feel like it's more fair to dislike the one from the anime for really any mon. I will take curse, thank you. Antidote. Oh, I am next to 9. Okay, I should pull my encounter for 9. Thanks, Streamlabs, for throwing a sudden surge of every message from the past, like, 20 minutes. Alright, let's see here. I kind of see it a little bit. I am a big fan of Inteleon, and I'm a big fan of their first stage. I think Sobble is great. I think Scorbunny is decent. Like, it's not my favorite, but I think it's decent. And I think Grookey's awesome. I think all 3 of the first stages, great. I think of the second stages, the only one that really hits for me, or the only one that doesn't hit for me, is Thwackey. I like Drizzile. I like Rabu. However, with the final stages, I think those leave a lot more to be desired. I really like Inteleon. I think that there's a lot of potential in Rillaboom that is missed by having the drum on its back not be the drum it puts down in battle. By having a different model for those, I think it genuinely loses something, because you see him grab it off his back, put it down, and then the model changes. And that is not ideal, I don't think. I think it would be way better if the model was just consistent and they just let it rock, you know? And it's like, maybe that one's heavier a bit in like the poly count or something, but then they use it in battle, which is the most visually intensive thing, and there's not a lot of cases where you'd see a Rillaboom in the overworld. So I never fully understood that, like, that decision. Cinderace, however, I genuinely think is a little light on the design. The idea is fine. I think the signature move's fine. I think there's a lot of sauce to its animation. However, I think it is missing something. I think that's fair. I think I will defend the call to not have a secondary type. I will defend that. It's not... I think it's not that important that a Pokemon have... So there's 9 possible encounters in this area, so I'm going to generate number 1 through 9. We generate a 3, which is Mawile, which is kind of tough. This is going to be a tough one to catch. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot lost by not having a secondary typing. I think, honestly, I think it was a brave call to do that after so many generations where so many of the starters do get a secondary typing. Slash it. Okay, gonna have to do this. And with the not very effective. I feel like rollout breaks these. Yeah, it does. Okay, I see a Mawile. Also, I should switch to having Chitanya be my lead here, just because she is the lowest level. Okay. Oh, I should not do that. What do I do? Deal damage against this thing. do this. Oh, that's not the ball I wanted. Dang it. I didn't realize that I ran out of Ultra Balls. Okay, that's fine. I'm not doing missable encounters by knocking it out in this, just because there's, like, again, there's so many, it doesn't really matter. I might as well stick to, you know, if I pull the number, I can catch that mon, but I ran out of Ultra Balls, which is a little sad, because I'm not gonna have those. I should not try to mess with that. Oh, I'll take that. I'm gonna have to come back to get my Mawile here later. Though I guess I could just screw around here for a bit and then come back to find it, because it should respawn soon enough. Or I'll be able to find another one. That's the other option. But there's only a couple possible spawn locations for them. Roll out! I feel like in Teleon, Water Ghost works. I think I would personally kind of prefer for the theming Water Dark, but I think Water Ghost does work for it. Though I don't know if they'd give them Megas just on the fact that they have uh-oh. Where is it? There's... Okay, here we go. I was like, why is there no way down? Wait. Okay, if you've respawned, I feel like... no, that's not back yet. I feel like the Mawile respawn comes soon, though. Whoa! Okay, I am stepping out to de-aggro this Meowstic. How did it hit me with Earth Power? I guess it was just up there, kind of. I was just like, where did that come from? I'm gonna just stop by and heal real quick. But yeah, no, I think on account of them having Gigantamaxes, they're not gonna see Megos. Because they're not Charizard, they don't get that. Or I guess really any of the Gen 1 starters. They might, though. And I think it would be cool if they do. I won't call it impossible. Like a 50% chance? Like a 50% chance? Slightly higher 50% chance? Oh no! Oh, we got it. Okay. Thank you. Alright. We got our Mawile. Yeah, part of the reason I'm just preserving these encounters is just is because like there's so many encounters in this game, but also a lot of them are in like only one or two places. So it's like eventually I'm guaranteed to reach a point where I can't get more encounters just because I've caught basically everything that has an encounter. However, that's not a terrible nature. I've seen worse. Where is it going with that? But yeah, like there's so many encounters in this game that I'm realistically going to run out because I'll get somewhere and there just won't be something new. So I'm trying to preserve wild zone encounters as much as possible. And that's going to include, if I knock it out, it's not the end. I get one of those from that area. It is what it is. You know, once the encounter is drawn, I must acquire. So if anyone has any Mawile name suggestions, food-wise, feel free. Oh wait, again, I can just pull, like, I keep doing that. I keep instinctively going, like, I should pull it from my main computer. One second, I literally just have to go to the Gen 3 ones, find Mawile. Well, I found it. It's 303. The shiny Mega loaded first, and that's what found it for me. Mawile. What do you mean a Mawile? Oh, okay. I have an idea. Yeah, that seems direct. Okay, so I'm not gonna do that. Could go for something that's normally no. Ooh. Forget those. This is it's getting tough. I'm like, what foods exist? Ooh, okay. Sure, we'll go for that. I'm gonna assume that's pronounced. Yeah, panini. It is pronounced how it is pronounced here, panini. Because I was like, what could possibly work for this? Maybe the long smushed bread of a panini to match the jaws. Alright, Wild Zone 10. Wild Zone 10. 11 possible encounter spots. I pulled a 3, which is a Carvana. I do not have. I'm gonna run over and catch that. That's gonna be the start of this night. Alright, wait. I'll just talk to this guy. Oh, Slurpuff. You know I hate seeing you in a foul mood like this. Why don't we try to get you your favorite treat? Would that make things better? Maybe we can ask this trainer here for a bit of help. Hi there, stranger. My Slurpuff here is, well, it's on strike, you might say. It's refusing to work. Usually I can get it feeling perked up in no time with its favorite treat from PLZA. But I'm on the clock, so I can't head there myself. Do you think you could help out by taking my Slurpuff to PLZA for me? It isn't that far. You'll find it if you head down south, or if you head down to South Boulevard and keep going straight. Okay. I'm not gonna do that immediately. Please take my Slurpuff to PLZA. Oh no, never mind. I'm just following this dude's Slurpuff now. Nighttime. Okay, I have to follow this Slurpuff for a second. Can't go to the battle zone yet. Slurpuff? Does it only work at night? Or during the day? Huh. Okay, maybe that's only during the day and Slurpuff is just not accessible now? For now? Alright. Wild Zone. This one's easy to get to the Carvana. Carvana spawns are just deep inside. Oh, look, right there. Here's a couple. Yeah, they're a little over-aggressive. Doot, doot, doot. Carvana. Cotton Stream 6. Again, I'm gonna pull the gifts. I'm assuming a little later in the Gen 3 set. Could be wrong. Middletown. Where are you at, Caravan? Maybe it's right around here. Oh, I found it. Okay. Found you. Carvana, huh? And Sharpedo. It's kind of a messed up thing, but let's try this. Okay. Alright. To make it just a slight reference and not on the nose, I'm gonna name our Carvana Soup. Because of shark fin soup, which is a notorious dish that involves the use of just the fins from a shark. And in some fishing practices, because sharks don't often have as much, like some of the shark meat isn't as good, so often what happens is they'll catch the shark and they'll take the fins and then they just get rid of the shark. A little messed up. I think you should at least find some other use for the rest of its body if you're going to do that, because I don't think there's anything necessarily inherently wrong with, like, oh, I'm fishing for this specific, animal and I'm not paying attention to other possible animals. Whoa, shiny. That's an awesome shiny. I like that one. Wow, first shiny of the series. Wait a second. And it avoids the dupe clause because it's a shiny. Wow. Okay. Wild Zone 10 shiny about to be listed. So yeah, I do have the shiny clause on. So let me grab the shiny palette here as well. Carvana's is so much better. I'm just gonna say Carvana looks so much cooler than Sharpedo when it's shiny. The shiny on Sharpedo's fine, but Carvana's is so good. Oh wait, yes. Do I have another one? I don't think I have one with his name. Nope. This is going to be Fwa. So it's going to be in reference to when Sharpedo's fully evolved, Sharpedo is purple. So I'm leaning into the poison aesthetic, and we are going to name her Fwa because Greenland shark liver is very, very toxic due to high levels of vitamin A. You should not eat it. Even normal Greenland shark flesh is poisonous from this. Like, it's dangerous to eat. And as a result, there's like a very specific like aging and curing process that's done by people to be able to eat that meat. So we have a soup and Fwa. What awesome luck. That's to make up for our losses. We lost our starter, but this was to say, you know what? It's okay. It's not the end of the world. You still have good things that can happen. I don't know where this knight is. Oh wait. Oh, it just ran the rest of the way over. Oh, if it isn't Slurpuff, I see you've got a new friend with you today. I don't know where you've left poor Moose, but I assume you must want your usual. Thank you for escorting Slurpuff. Please, sit back and relax a moment as well. Guess it's tasty, huh? And for you, a Soleil blend. No, but I didn't order. A free coffee is the least I can offer to anyone who's kind enough to keep an eye on Slurpuff. Still feeling grumpy? Nah, he's taking a sip. I'm sure Slurpuff is as happy as a clam pearl. Staring into the void. Sorry. I got a... What is his voice? I got a break, so I came to collect my Slurpuff. I don't remember. It's just my grumpy little marshmallow, feeling all better now. I can't remember what this guy's supposed to say. Looks like you're back in high spirits. I knew the Soleil sweet smorgasbord would do the trick. And as thanks for bringing my Slurpuff here for me, I got a gift for you, some whipped dream. Yay! Okay, now let's get back to the Shutterbug. We can't leave our own customers waiting now, can we? Goodbye, Slurpuff. No matter what setbacks they might have, they go right back to being fast friends in a flash. The relationship between a trainer and their Pokemon really is something magical, isn't it? To the battle zone! Magical Leaf. Vivian. Get out of here. Oh, Hollow is risky. Ooh, get out of here. Goodbye, Halucha. I don't have any poison moves right now, so that's gonna be a tough one. I'm not doing that, I don't think. Not with an underleveled team, I'm not. Uh-oh. It didn't catch me off guard. I'm blessed. Snover. Ow. Dark Wolf. Snover had some hands. Alright, but we get a free heal off this. Thank you. I was able to take one down fully. Rock. Flame. Okay, that one was pretty good. Yo. Raining kiss. Be nice if there was like another cafe person I could take on here. Scyther. Oh no, not the Scyther again. Okay. Ooh. Okay. All right. Not this time. No. Apparently this time he gets the crit. Okay, great. And you're rank E. I don't want to fight that. Screw it. Say beam. Coming with. Okay, that one was easier than the one with the Scyther. And this one's rank E. Oh, there's a coffee guy over there. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, Dom. This is not a good day for not losing Pokemon. My god. Okay. Alright, we'll find a replacement for Dawn when the night ends. Big Bodos. Bodos. Uh-oh. Hi. Thank you. Bye. Alright, we've earned a coffee. Thank you. I should see if I have better move options for anyone. Not really. Like, I have access to Psyshock now over Psybeam, which I guess is stronger. I guess I could do that. Flame Wheel over Embers, an option. That's not bad. Steel Wing is an option, which might take over Quick Attack, honestly. What? There we go. Dig there. Photos there. Slash there. Not bad. Dig. Okay. No, I didn't realize there was a guy there. Maybe. Special attacks. Alright, so he's got a lair on. Ooh, ouch. Oh, that was the wrong move to boost. Blast. Okay, I took out their Charmeleon immediately. Uh-oh. Dragonair. Oh, blast. Remind me of my losses. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Yeah, I was like, nope, 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 nope. I realized that they were +2 over me, and I was scared. Which I should have been. Alright. That's not bad. We did lose them on. Lost on. Did not quite get all the way up there to get the Challenger's ticket. But we got an Excadrill. So, it's not all losses. I'm going to put someone new on the team before we do that, though. I mean, if I go by level, I could just throw on my Carvana and get a Sharpedo. I don't have any water types. I don't have any dark types. It's not an awful idea. And then I'll be able to have a Mega off of that. We also do have Panini, just Steel Fairy. We have a Fairy type. The issue is I am going into an electric battle. I don't really have a lot to deal with electric. So I don't know about adding another mon that has an electric weakness. But it's like, as far as my options go, I don't really have a lot that can just immediately be a true electric counter, you know? I might run Fwa. The shiny on the team. Let's do it. Oh, and Fwa's ready to evolve off Rip. Let's go. Alright. So I did have Dawn marked as dad, right? Yes. So let's real quick adjust who's on the team and the chart. So that's the same. That's the same. You, Fletchender. You. Quilladin. You. I'm just doing this and then I'm gonna evolve them. All right. Wow. We only have 2 Mons on the team that were on the team yesterday, or last Saturday. That's crazy. Actually, insane. Okay. All right. Let's get evolving. Tooth is ready to evolve. I should have Excadrill ready before. Only slightly big. It's not bad. Excadrill. And now we've got Fwa. And Fwa is going to evolve into a lovely Sharpedo. Look at that! Alright, move-wise, I like having Flip Turn. I think Aqua Jet could be nice too. Night Slash is great. And we could be rocking Ice Fang. Do I have? I think I do have access to the Megastone. I just don't know if I have. Sharpedo not yet. I do. I now have access to X Scissor as a coverage move, so I'll take that. Yeah, Rouge Sector 4 I did get an encounter. Yeah, that's where I got my Riolu. Okay, with all that, though, my team has changed so mightily. Do I need to change any of my aesthetic? I should probably change shoes. What do you have? They don't have shoes here. They have shoes here. I don't like the sock sneakers though. Get out of here. There's some shoes here. None of these really work. I'm trying to get something, I don't know, that matches someone on the team. Like, I guess this isn't too dissimilar to, like, Excadrill's, claws and stuff. But I feel like those look tacky. Alright, we'll go to another one. Yeah, these are all socks. Oh, they got shoes here. The embellished Mary Janes. Okay, these ones, they're not a perfect match, but they're not bad. But they look weird with the red socks. I might need to switch socks. Alright, what if I get the silky white here, and then I get some socks. Red socks. I don't think those are gonna work for this. Well, they have like some leggings here. Or thigh-high socks. They're all gradients. Oh, this is where it just was, wasn't it? Yeah, because yeah. Wow. They got the crazy ones here. Alright, yeah, none of those much. I don't need a haircut. No, none of these match. So, crop leggings. So they got these blend with most things. So I think I'll go with these. Oh, I guess there's options too. I know the purple ones look as nice. So I'm gonna go with the black ones here. And then I can, go to my top. I think the beige one's fine because it still kind of works for like Quilladin a little and stuff. So I think I'll do that. My earrings work well for Sharpedo. Okay, let's go to Quizartico. What level do I need to be for this Canary stuff anyways? Oh, like 37. Okay. Yeah, I'm still a ways off. I can get Sharpedo now. Yeah, Excavate's not available yet. I have a Mega on the team again, finally. We're back. More! More! I need a hotter flame! I suppose you must have heard me talking rather loudly to myself there. The problem, you see, is that I can't get a hot enough flame in my kitchen. Litleo here provides our firepower, but it can't burn at max heat until it lets loose in battle. So I must ask for your help, kind stranger. Would you have a sizzling battle with me and my Litleo to get it nice and fired up? Why, yeah, yes, we can do that. Let me know when you're ready to have a sizzling hot Pokemon battle. Will you battle my Leo so it can crank up the heat in my kitchen? I'll light its fire. Give us a battle so hot it feels like I'm being roasted by a flare blitz. A little weird, but alright. Lit Leo! Wow. Let's do it. Let's go. Normal. This is so mean. Oh, you have a Houndoom. Okay, I couldn't believe it. Fine. What firepower! It's too hot to handle! What an intense battle, I almost caught fire myself. How about it, Litleo? After a battle like that, I bet you can show me the hottest flames you can make, eh? That's the spirit, Litleo. We'll need your hottest flames if we want to grill today's steaks just right. Thank you so much. Here's something for that fine battle. Use it on a Pokemon that's burned. Thank you, sir. Back to the kitchen for us, Litleo. My customers today are in luck. They'll be dining on steaks with an absolute perfect sear. Well, now that we're up to 30... Yeah, we're just doing that. Boy, if we is the team. Alright, I'm gonna go heal. And then we're just gonna fight some, like, wild mons and stuff. And try to get some levels out of that. Battery's low. So I have a charger right here. Success. Steel Wing. Steel Wing. Alright. have access to Giga Drain now. Giga Drain's not bad. I don't know if I have... Well, actually, I do have something that can work, because I'm pretty sure... Yep. I can replace a Magical Leaf with that and have Hibiscus have the double healing move combo. Which is pretty good. Yeah, they're same strength as far as the game's concerned, so that's good. Do we have any other moves, like something I can replace Swift with? I don't want to just throw it on Dazzling Gleam, because that's just another... So I think for now I'll keep Swift. Alright, I think Wild Zone 10 is probably the best for doing a little grinding. That was a one-shot. Probably. I don't miss. Why am I just whiffing every shot? Oh, jeez. The Alpha Sharpedo is here already, which I do not want to encounter. Nope. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, can do some more training in Zone 9. Whoa. Let's go heal. We kind of need it. Zonate has hands, but it has a lot of things that are weak to grass. Okay, they're also quite well leveled. Hello. This is also kind of an inadvertent way to EV train physical attack, not really super intentionally. EV training attack is not something I desperately need, but it's just something that sort of is coincidentally happening right now. So I'll take it. He's gonna dig on me. Whoa. Whoa. Chill. Yup. Gotcha. You thought. You thought. We hit level 32. Alright. We're getting close to nightfall. So we can really start gaining a lot of levels, but... I think having access to a Mega is going to be huge. Which we do have access to a Mega now. I was hoping I would reach rank E today, but I don't think I will because I've just spent all day trying to get the the Challengers ticket. So, oh man. Alright, let's go here. Nope, nighttime. Okay. Alright, it's the one next to Hotel Z, which is convenient. And there's options up here. Whee! Bodo! I was gonna say, like, that's just gonna one-shot the Dynamo. Dig. Yeah, I don't have the means to paralyze an opponent, so that's not gonna be a useful one. Oh. Ooh, well, it's not bad. That is a healing item. I can use that on occasion. With correct timing. Easy. Not gonna be worth a lot, but I'll take it now. Because otherwise I'm just gonna end up not having it later. Nice. I was like, I just need to sneak up. Do this just right. Let me quickly get rid of paralysis here. Uh-oh, I just realized you're D rank. Kill it. Okay, she's gonna have another fighting type. Not a great one for me. No! Oh my god, why did you stop running? Ah, God. This is bad. No, no, oh, that... Jeez. I don't know what I can do against this thing. Oh. Oh my god, I'm throwing, and I... Alright. I was like, oh, I'll Mega Evolve. I'll use that as a thing, and I couldn't, and then I was unable to get my Mon to move yet, so I couldn't do anything in the first place. Oh, that was bad. I just lost... Oh, I just lost my shiny, which was my Mega. Oh, man. I am just losing Mons today. Jeez. That was bad. I saw that they were a higher rank, and I didn't even think, like, oh, what's a Medicham? And I'm, like, not even thinking about what else they have. Wow. That went great. Also lost. Fletchender wasn't the end of the world. That was still annoying though, because I was like, oh, I'll use wing attack. I'll use a boosted wing attack. It'll do big damage. I just have to dodge this. And so I tried to run, and then just I don't know why. We just decided to stop running, and then got hit by one rock and just exploded. Oh man, that was bad. Have a good counter against this. Okay, that's good enough. So I think I'm literally going to replace Foie with Soup. Soup's just as good. I just get the moves situated. On evolving, I get access to that. Bruh. Oof, I was able to take that out. That was so many deaths today. Get slapped. Instant death. Just mine. I'm not playing games. No, I don't know that. It's like I feel like X's are kills. It does. Hello? Can't do this. Can't do anything. Oh man. There's the evil lady. Murdered half my team. Bye. Oh. Do I have the stone to evolve with? If I do, then I might as well just evolve my flow out here soon. I think she's earned being a floor just by being the only survivor of the original team. Also, she is all the way up to like level 41 right now. That one's easier. No, I don't really have a lot of time left, but I can do 3+ moves pretty quickly. Okay, we do this. That's one. We do this. That's two. Do this. That's three. Bit of free heal. And it's day. Oh, that night was bad. That night was so bad. Man. I do have the stone. So first, let's figure out who's coming onto the team. One, Soup. 1000%. I think... I have Victory Bellight. I could add Poivron to the team and have another Mega in that. I can always buy the Mega Stone for Pimon. So I think I'm gonna put Pimon. I don't get the Mega Stone for Starmie for a while. Oh, we do have Cookie. Okay, let's put Cookie on the team. All right. New squad. Forgot we do have Cookie because yeah, why not? Free guaranteed Mega. All right. So this is who we're bringing on. Nah, you're good. You're good. I did actually. I just finished it a couple days ago, and it was definitely an interesting thing. It's like obviously with anything like that, it's like there's a lot of like you have to estimate it. Like, there's no easy way to just be like, yeah, it's going to be, you know, obviously this much. And especially since the way we factor those sorts of numbers together is relatively complex. You know, like, you have to know a lot of, like, how is it manufactured, how is it set up, how is it maintained. You know, that obviously like, it has like an impact on how those numbers are all calculated. So I think as far as the calculations went, it was like, that's as close as you can get. I do get the idea of oh no, I don't have Charmander here. Hee. Put normal Charmander. Okay. Like, well, I do get the idea, like, because, you know, one of the things that he mentioned at the end is like, oh, this is more than some countries. I do think it's worth noting that's because a lot of the countries that were below it were countries that don't have the ability, like, they don't have the industry to put out that much of a carbon footprint. Yeah, still a big number, but, you know, those are like smaller countries that don't have those sorts of things. But no, it's very funny though, and I think the biggest thing that's worth noting is that the Mushroom Kingdom itself is kind of a country, you know, and it's a pretty modern and advanced country. So it getting you know, weapons manufacturers and these like big industrial things and whatnot, it kind of makes sense. And I think that, you know, Mario Kart in it obviously is a decently large endeavor, but the idea that, like, oh yeah, it's not far off from like Formula 1 racing, I think is an interesting aspect of it. That just the predicted carbon footprint is within a similar scope, if I remember correctly. There's a funny coincidence, but anyways, I gotta put Absol in. But no, I thought it was a very interesting video. Alright, we got that. Alright, so we've got a couple that are now on par, like at the level that I'll need, and one that is way down. But that's fine. So let's start. We're gonna evolve Chaitanya. We're going to be getting the Mega Stone for this in the near future. Like that comes out soon. Chestnut. Spiky Shield's not bad. But I don't know if that comes in handy for what we need. Chestnut. I've always liked Chestnut. Chestnut's fun. What a fun design. Yeah, I've heard that it's quite well made, relatively fun on that end. There's a few things that just because it's 4chan make it non-ideal, but that doesn't necessarily reduce the quality of the work that was there. it's quite an impressive endeavor for like a little fan project, you know? It's like, I just wish it had less weirdness in it, and by weirdness, I mean, 4chan. Alright. Where's my Night Slash? There we go. Alright, new Sharpedo. Oh, you are little. You're so much smaller. That's fine. Got little Sharpedo. So we've got 2 current megas. 1 who's gonna be a mega. That's fine. Alright. So last thing. Hibiscus desperately has earned this. Gorgeous. Look at Hibiscus. She's so fancy now. Unfortunately, I do wish that the flowers looked less meh. And it's just a limitation of using 3D modeling for it, but yeah. So, such as yeah, that's the thing, is like, I'm so excited for, or rather, I will say, when it was first announced, because I don't think it was as far into the insanity that has happened with J.K. Rowling, but like, when it was first announced that they were shopping around for a new like show version where a season would be a year, like, you know, 1 book per season, I was so excited. Because I love the movies. And thankfully I don't have to give J.K. Rowling money to continue to view them. She already got her money when we bought the DVDs. So I can just rewatch anytime. And every time I do, she loses some value. Because I could have paid for it. I could have watched it on a streaming platform. I could have added value on a service that would make her make money. And I didn't. But at the same time, like, I'm not super opposed to people getting things related to it just because they like it. But it's like, I genuinely think, and this is something that is a little controversial, I will say, so many people are of the mindset that, like, it's bad now. Like, you know, everyone agrees the writing was bad. And I'm like, it wasn't bad. People wouldn't have enjoyed it so much if it was atrocious, you know? And it wasn't just, like, the people who liked it weren't just people who were like mass market consumers. It was people who read other good books too, like people who read as a hobby, because Harry Potter did not start as a cultural icon. Harry Potter started as a nerdy thing. It's a weird nerdy magic boy. So it started as something that the types of people who were interested before the movies were already, like, book readers, you know? And they were decently long novels. And it was beloved from that. Then the movies came out, and over time it became mass market. But it didn't even start mass market as a movie. Like, the movies did well, but I knew a lot of people who didn't watch them because they're like, that's nerdy, that's weird, I don't know, it's just a weird magic kids. So I just noticed that there's a little pumpkaboo on this. I think that's really neat. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, like... Oh man, my clothes are... Let me just check. Do my clothes make sense here? Chestnut, middle, sure. Pants green, could be both chestnut and hibiscus here. Blue bag, Sharpedo, perfect. White shoe, now that's Absol, but also truth. Jacket, truth. Earrings don't match anyone. Okay, so I should probably get some earrings that feel Charmander-y. But I'm not bad. Not far off. Where's the, yeah, Galleria, or Galleria de Lune. I have not checked as much. But, you know, I think the Harry Potter franchise, it's like, I think there's a reason people love it. And I think the world is fun. I just don't care for the path that its creator has gone down. And it doesn't change the fact that, you know, I loved it when I read it as a kid. I loved it when I watched the movies. You know, it was an icon for a reason, and I firmly hold that. Do we have anything that here that has like earrings? I guess not everything's at every place visually here, but let's see, what do you got here? I have not. I considered it, but I just have had so many things coming out that have been like high priority games for me. Like literally, it's almost stressful how many games that I've really been interested in have been coming out recently. Like for the past, like, because there was ZA, 2 weeks after ZA, there was Age of Imprisonment. 2 weeks after Age of Imprisonment, Kirby Air Riders. And then now I have Kirby Air Riders, which thankfully I beat the story in like 2 days. And it's not like I need to play this game constantly type game. But like in 2 weeks I have Metroid Prime 4 coming out. So it's just, I've been slammed. I did consider getting it though. Like I genuinely did, because like I know a lot of people really liked it. I knew I didn't want to get the Switch 1 version, but I did this. I know there's the triangle ones that have some stuff that works for me, but no, I did genuinely, after there was like so much positive feedback on it, I was curious. My biggest thing was that I knew most of the praise was for the shadow portion and not so much the Generations portion. Like I don't think it was like as good of a Generations port as it was, you know, the shadow portion. And it's like I kind of wish they just had made Shadow's portion its own game. Yeah, let's just do this. I think I'm gonna do this navy red one. Like I could do orange yellow, but this is like a highlighter yellow. This isn't really... I'll go orange-yellow. Why not? We'll say that the orange is the Charmander, and then maybe yellow is, like, the flowers on Forgus, or Sharpedo's X, or... I don't know, the crown and stuff on Chestnut. Let's go to the Wild Zone 10 to just get some experience here to wrap up. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like it's really hard. I feel like it's always hard to be the third party on a Nintendo console, no matter what. Actually, I want Brick Break over Rollout, I think. I'll keep Bite. And we'll swap this, swap this, swap this. But I feel like it's always it's hard enough being a third party on a Nintendo console just because Nintendo games tend to not, like, I don't know, like they do sell, but for a lot of the people who are early adopters, they're buying the new Nintendo console to be able to play the new Nintendo games and not so much the third party ones. Because there's a higher percentage of that group that are like dedicated gamers, and those dedicated gamers may have other consoles, may have computers that they would already be getting those games on, so they're just not going to sell well on a Switch 2 as those other ones. So it's like, I feel like it's gotta be hard to be in that first batch of games coming to a like Nintendo console, you know? And then, especially because during the start of a console's lifespan, Nintendo is dropping way more games than they will afterwards, you know? So it's just, it's hard. That can't be easy. You're trying to compete with, like, the reason the console exists. And then also, you know, those, like, you know, game bundles and whatnot. Like the Galaxy games and whatnot. Alright, let me... I mean, you're super overworked, and you're probably expected to be using their AI tools to get your work done, and I feel like that's not always going to work. You know, not always, at least the way that they intend, or the way you're hoping it will. And then, yeah, you have the insane hours. That's just kind of a tech industry problem in general. Is the overworking and very, very high pay. Okay. I feel like there's also the fact, though, that, like, even if you're not there to work on those things that have this more stigma, you just gotta deal with the stigma if you work there. You know? It's not good. Not a good time. Alright, I'm gonna evolve Pokémon. Also, I should now that I've evolved a number of mons, I should mark that they're evolved here. Alright. Man, people are gonna look at this, like they're gonna come take a look at the like team in the next thumbnail and they're like, what happened? Okay, I got Forges. Okay, I already marked Excadrill. Alright, let's evolve. And let's go grab him. Whoops. I can add Dragon Breath. Whoa! Oh, little guy. I'm taking this. Thank you. Go home. Dig. I could maybe be using Cookie to fight these. Super effective moves and whatnot. Alright. I'm trying to get at least like a handful of mons up to level. Not take any balls that I've lost. Yeah, just the one net ball. Thank you. But yeah, I'm probably gonna be wrapping up here soon for today. Went a little longer just because we had so many deaths, and I wanted to get as many mons as trained up as possible. Today is really one of these days. Today we're ending with this. This is how we're looking. But yeah, so as a heads up, I will not be streaming next Saturday. I will be out of state, but I will be back the following week, and I probably will be streaming on Wednesday after work. So don't worry, like I will be around. But yeah, it's gonna be all for today. So thank you so much if you joined me live or after the fact. Either way is cool with me as long as you had some fun. That said, I'm gonna go do human things as humans do. You probably should too. You had way too many deaths today. God, it's gonna be so it's gonna be hard to like put in the thumbnail and see all of the dead ones. Man, I think we hit row 2. All right, well, goodbye. Whew, that was rough, but new team's looking good at least. You know, we got some variety, got some good mons, got some megas. We'll be all right. And maybe hey, by next stream I might have the mega chestnut, because I'm just gonna do the ranked off stream. That's not gonna be, you know, canon. And I'm probably just gonna use like some of my dead mons that were good as the ranked ones. They'll be level 50 all and suck, but it'll be easy enough to get up to rank S. It's not hard. Ranked is easy. Yeah. Bye.